cute. I'm Samantha and I am a longtime thrift lover. I was basically raised in a thrift store. I have a passion for thrifting and treasure hunting and finding beautiful things at a bargain price. After going to the warehouse sale, we decided to hit up two. Hi everyone, I'm going to pause it for a second there. If you are wondering what I bought at a warehouse sale that I just mentioned, there is a part 1 to this video, and there's also a video about us doing the shopping at the warehouse sale. So if you'd like to click onto those, I will link them down below. And this video itself is part 2, and it's going to be showing you things I got at some garage sales and some estate sales on the same day as the warehouse sale. So again, if you want to check those out, they're linked below, and I hope you enjoy. Estate sales, and like shout out to Andrew because he picked so well. We've never really done estate sales before, but the first one we went to was in this gorgeous neighborhood which has waterfront views, and we were like, okay, this is a good neighborhood, they probably have some good stuff. And it was a pretty busy estate sale. It wasn't as packed as I thought it would be. And I went downstairs in the house, and they kind of had this little library nook area, and they had all this random art on the walls. And so I ended up picking up this bird, which I just thought it was pretty. Like, I love the colors in it. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but this is a keeper for me. Probably not worth anything at all, but I liked it, and that was $1. And then I went over to another wall, and I saw this set of 3 pieces of art. So there's one. What originally drew me to these pieces of art was actually the frame. I liked the frame a lot. And I liked that there was 3 pieces, that it was a set of 3, because I thought that would be easier to resell. But they're just pretty and simple. They remind me of like textbook images. And I've looked up similar ones. Sorry, the light is like catching it. I looked up similar ones online, and they're worth like $15 each usually. But I was thinking, because I have 3 of them and the frames are awesome, I'll probably do $20 each or some kind of deal for this set. They were $2 each. So what I did is I took these 3 and the bird picture and actually 2 empty boxes that I wanted for packing and shipping things, and I offered her $6 for all of those things, and she said yes. So I got 3 of these, my bird picture, and some empty boxes for $6. It was a really good buy. I actually got their business card because I liked how they worked with me, and they were reasonable. From there, I think we hit up possibly 2 garage sales. The only thing I got between those 2 garage sales is this little Westmoreland blue cat, and I actually feel a little bad. I didn't pay enough for him as far as I'm concerned, because he's worth between $40 and $50. He's in mint condition. I actually ended up paying $1 for him and 3 kids books. I work at a school, so I also picked up some books from him, and I gave him $1, and now that I know what it's worth, I kind of feel bad. Like, that was a really good score. I paid $1 for him. He's really cute. Then we went to another estate sale, which ended up being actually like a terrible experience, because there was like customer drama, which was really interesting because the first estate sale was like, oh, this wasn't that bad. But you hear things about pickers and people who work at estate sales, and it can just be kind of like, people can be a little aggressive. We definitely saw that side at the second estate sale we went to. But so if you did watch the video from yesterday, I did say that there was 2 things I was looking for in our shopping trip, and that was some plastic Tupperware containers, or like Rubbermaid or whatever, just plastic containers for storing stuff, and a plate stand. And I did end up finding this really cute plate stand. It's just gold. It's kind of like wrought iron. It might be vintage because I'm looking at the way that it's hinged in the back, and it's a really old school pin. So, but that's going to just be used for pictures of items that I'm reselling. Just wasn't happy with my photo qualities, and I thought, I need a plate stand. So this was great. I ended up paying $1 for it, $1.10 with tax, and I got this also really cool Australian tea towel. I love Australia. I've never been. It's one of my dream destinations, just like Austria. I've said that before, but I love to travel. So Australia is something that is a place I have like a deep love for. And so I paid $1 for this tea towel and $1 for the place stand, so I spent $2.20 at that estate sale. What I'm thinking about doing, as much as I'd love to keep it, I'm also considering, I have this Jim Beam Australia like collector's bottle that I was considering pairing them together and selling them as like an Australia set on my Etsy shop. Comment below if you think that's a good idea, if you would buy something in a pair like that, or if you think I should list them separately, or maybe you think I should keep them. But that's my Australia tea towel. And at that point we went home. After lunch, we ate some lunch, we went home. And I still had some money left. I think I had $10, and I had to drop Andrew off at church. And on my way back from church, I saw a garage sale sign, and I said, well, I have $10 in cash left in my purse, so let's see what we can find. And lo and behold, it was the best garage sale of the day. This lady was a collector, and she had shelves of vintage salt and pepper shakers, figurines, teacups. It was a small garage, but it had so many great things in it, and if I had more than $10, I definitely would have bought more from her. So maybe my favorite thing of the day, as weird as that sounds, is this giant white hippo, which was totally, it's a planter, which was totally somebody's art project. It says JC76. But I saw him and I thought, I have to put plants in him. He was $5 and worth every penny. I also picked up for my mom for Mother's Day this little teacup and saucer made in occupied Japan. I think she's really gonna love it. Luckily, Mother's Day has already passed by the time you're watching this. So it has like a raised, some of its details are raised on it, and it was just so darling, and that was also $5. So that was my $10 limit, but you know I like to strike a deal. So I also found this half a cup mug. It says you asked for half a cup of coffee. It's a wall hanger that's flat on the back, and it says Japan on the bottom. She wanted $1 for it, and I said, hey, will you throw this in for free? And she did. So I'll probably sell this for, you know, $5 or $10 on Etsy. Vintage retro. It could also be used as a planter, I suppose. So I'll consider that. So that is my haul from yesterday's big day of shopping. Leave me a comment down below on your favorite item from this haul. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and that your notifications are on so that you can see all of my thrift with me's, all of my hauls, and all of my other vintage and thrifting content. And please leave me a big thumbs up on this video if you liked it. Until next time, may all your hippo dreams come true. One last thing, if you saw anything that you just fell in love with that you would like to shop, my Etsy store is linked below. Happy shopping!